This is Kona Ice of Northeast Cincinnati. 5 Kona trucks, 2 kiosks, 2 minis, and 2 new coffee trucks. Every day, the commissary, the place where prep work, scheduling, and practice are all done, is bustling with people. Kona Ice is currently comprised of 12 employees, each working hard to further the business outreach. Of course, it wasn't always like this. At first, this all began as one truck, a mother and father, and touring neighborhoods.
My name is Sandra Andrews, and I'm the owner of Kona Ice of Northeast Cincinnati and Dayton, and Travelin' Toms of West Warren County. Kona Ice was started in 2007. The founder had taken his family to get ice cream from an ice cream truck, but the truck was really dirty and the driver was a little scary. And from that experience with his family, he decided to try to develop something better. We had seen an article in the Cincinnati Enquirer in the fall of 2009, and then another article in spring of 2010 about Kona Ice, and just started looking into it, and it looked like a great opportunity and a business we could do. I remember we brought the truck home and had a couple of really nice, sunny, pretty days in April of 2010. And then if I remember correctly, it rained every day for 3 weeks. We serve shaved ice. We deliver it in a very colorful, tropical food truck. And a lot of what we do is refreshment and the rest is entertainment. We've got a great product. It's delicious, but we're also consistent in our delivery, and we're reliable to be where we say we're going to be. And I think folks like that familiarity. But as well, we get new products from time to time and new flavors, and we've got a pretty strong fan base that wants to come and see what we have that's new. So we do a lot with our parks and sports fields. We work with our schools a lot. We did roughly 1,500 different visits last year. We were able to hire friends of our daughters, and so that was really helpful that we had basically a reference on everyone that we hired. And since then, we've gotten better and more proficient at hiring, so we do hire people now that we don't know and we don't have a reference on, a personal reference.
Hi, my name is Blaze. I started working at Kona Ice when my parents bought it. They had me working for them as much as they could. More officially, I became a driver at the point I was able to drive. When I was 17, I could drive a truck and I was able to go run events on my own, and I was officially on payroll then. Being 14, I had no experience with food trucks. My family did not have any experience with food trucks. So I really had no frame of reference of what a Kona Ice truck would be. And even now that I do, I still think it's a very cool truck and definitely very efficient and clean and easy to keep that way. And for my parents having no experience with food trucks and buying this business, I'm thankful every day that they did not get a truck with a grill or a fryer.
My name is Lewis Woodard. I've been with Kona Ice for 10 years, and we just started Travelin' Toms Coffee last year. I do our social media, our marketing. I help with booking events, hiring, running events, pretty much some of everything. I started working at Kona Ice in 2014. I was dating Blaze, and her parents owned the business, and they offered me a job, and I took it and thought it'd be a lot more fun.
I had never been inside a food truck, and then Kona Ice trucks are manufactured custom for Kona Ice, and it was just, everything was new. So everything was new and foreign to us, and we're real comfortable with it now, but it was quite the experience.
In the very beginning, we were obviously still finding our footing. The brand awareness just wasn't out there, and it certainly wasn't what it is today. So it was definitely my parents out all the time, just doing neighborhoods, just being out wherever they could. They wanted to come to my friend's house. They wanted to drive me places in the Kona truck and drop me off, or do shopping in the Kona truck, so that a Kona truck was just sitting in a parking lot, just advertising. We just didn't have year-round capability, which we really wanted. My family, really wanted was used to full year-round income, and then we just did not have that anymore. So that was definitely something that they were hoping for by being able to get the Mini, but then we still had to pitch it to schools, pools, wherever we were trying to get inside, and a lot of places were wary, rightfully, of the mess that it would create. So we had to try our best to adapt to people being wary of mess. So we bring mats, we've got the mops, and then the tulip cups as well, so that we can easily say and defend that you wouldn't even know we were there.
They came out with ancillary vehicles that were add-ons. They came out with those in, I guess, 2012, 2013. And we saw it as an opportunity to grow our business, operate in more locations, but have a smaller investment than if we bought another truck.
As soon as they made a vehicle to be able to go inside a building, my parents got that to be able to try to be inside as much as they could, even though it wasn't a very convenient way to do it. And then Kona created the Mini, and as soon as they did, we got the Mini. And then we got a contract with the YMCA pool, the outdoor pool, and we got a second one. So, I mean, as soon as my parents could be building on auxiliary vehicles, they were. So that definitely helped with filling in a lot of events, and I think they knew how to pace themselves well, buying more vehicles and growing in that way. But I think my family is a very good example of how to develop a territory that you already have versus just buying new things to be able to just grow physically.
We're a lot busier. We've got 10 times the vehicles and a much bigger operation than we did have. But it still comes down to each and every event is something very special to the person who scheduled it. So that's the same, but we're just a lot bigger and we do a lot more. We're a lot more efficient.
The business has grown a lot. They had 3 trucks and 2 minis when I started. Since then, they've added 3 more trucks, 2 kiosks, and the 2 traveling Tom's Coffee trucks. It's named after Tom Lamb. Tony Lamb was the founder of Kona Ice, and he wanted to name something after his dad. But it's a traveling coffee truck, so we go all over just like we do with Kona Ice, serving some of the best tasting coffee around. We do have big plans for the future. We want to keep growing. My wife and I are buying out one of the existing owners, Ted. We plan on growing Traveling Tom's Coffee a lot more over the next few years, and hopefully a little more growth with Kona as well.
We're going to continue to grow Kona and look for opportunities to both be profitable, but also to give back to our community. And as well, we're very young with the Traveling Tom's Coffee trucks. So a lot of opportunity there. We're working on building a clientele for the Traveling Tom's trucks and scheduling those trucks efficiently. And it's harder. We only have 2 of those trucks, and we've already got dates that we've got more than we can do.
So we're kind of expanding that way, and we're hoping that with our database of Kona, we'll be able to really just be set up for success for Tom's. So, be able to use those contacts and be able to get those events. But we're also hoping it'll go the other way around. At some point, we can use Tom's to more do corporate events, and then hopefully get Kona in a little more with those corporate events, because corporate events aren't always super big into having Kona come out, even though it is a fun treat for adults. But they're gonna love Tom's.
With the brand new Traveling Tom's business and the expansion of the Kona Ice business from more trucks to more ancillary vehicles, the Kona Ice and Tom's Coffee franchise are looking brighter each year. It's been amazing watching the growth of this franchise from enjoying Kona at football games to now an employee, and to see how this franchise can expand next.